What happens if you don't tighten the harmonic balancer bolt properly, or at least don't use Loctite? Dun dun dun! This happens! And this happens. That's what it's supposed to look like, and this is what we had. It made a horrible rattling noise. It gouged out the crankshaft. You can see that there's damage to the crank, and of course the key's just for shitzeled. So this is what the noise was all about. The harmonic balancer basically didn't get tightened enough, and so all the force, all of the load was borne by the woodruff key. Not only was the bolt loose for the crank, as I've showed you a few times now, but the belt's actually really loose too. I mean, I can just pull the belt off without even taking any pulleys out. Wow, this thing is hurt. See, this belt's just way loose. You can just pull it right off that pulley if you wanted to. We don't want to, we want to line it up first. Ouch. Uh-oh, stuff just got real. So looking in here, we can see, when you look at the gears that go into these things, see, where's the new one? Sorry, I'm making everybody sick. When you look at these things, you can see that they're smooth. They are not threaded at all going through there. S4 is great for light reflection. So in order to thread them, this is kind of hard steel, but when you thread these, it's a 7mm hole, so you'd have to thread it some oddball size like M7 by 0.75. And good luck finding a bolt that you can use with your puller to do that. So I did it in M6 by 1 by welding a couple of nuts on the outside here. So I buffed the surface, welded the nuts on, and now we're coming off. Now, as you may recall, the woodruff key on these got just completely obliterated, and that being the case, I was having a hard time getting this old one off in order to put the new one on. You'll never be able to have access to replace seals if you can't get this off. And with it being in the state that it's in, have to get it off anyway to put a new key in there. I got the new harmonic balancer, I got the new gear, and we're starting to, got some new woodruff keys, and we're looking good to get this thing put back together. This thing just would not come off. I mean, the crankshaft's been smeared so bad, there's just no way that was going to go anywhere. But as you can see now, I'm able to get it off pretty well. This is what happened to the crankshaft. Just blew out that key slot.